the museum on the square right inside Springfield, interesting stories there about really the birthplace of Route 66. It's tied in with another museum. They had a lot there you could see, and then on the second or third level they had a whole display for Route 66. So, you know, sometimes it's not just what you're seeing on the walls or in the cases, it's the people that you meet that give you the stories behind some of this stuff that you don't get from something that isn't talking, you know, behind a piece of glass. So when we were at the museum, we got to talk to John, who does a lot of the things for the museum, and he told us some great stories and kind of gave us some insight on how Route 66 was established and why it was important to Springfield.
We consider ourselves to be the birthplace of Route 66 because the telegram naming the highway was sent from just one block down the street here at the Colonial Hotel.
Was that John Avery, right?
Cyrus Avery and John T. Woodruff. And they had been on this committee that had gotten the name, or gotten the highway numbered 60, and then got it taken away from them, which is a big, long, convoluted story.
They said they wanted 62 then.
They were offered 62, but their feeling was second best, number 2, no, I don't think so. So Cyrus Avery came here for a Rotary convention and was meeting here in town and met with John T. Woodruff. And in the course of that meeting, they were studying the available numbers, and 66 was available. And they got to talking about it and really came to the conclusion that it was very catchy. It looked great with the 66. And so they sent a telegram from the Colonial Hotel here to Washington, D.C. saying that if the other states agreed, they wanted the number 66 for the highway. And then the rest, they say, is history.
Yes, sir.
I got a great story for you.
Please. You know, when we were at the museum on the square, we got to meet somebody else who gave us a story about where our next place was, which was Galena.
Tomater is based on a person, Crazy Legs, who lives in Galena, Kansas.
So if you haven't revisited or watched the movie Cars in a long time, it wouldn't hurt to watch it again before you go out on a Route 66.
When the people from Disney were there to research the movie, Crazy Legs took them on a ride. Drove them around a Wildly station wagon, got on the other side of that bridge and said, watch this. Fired it up to around 60 miles an hour and went over that bridge backwards.
Shoot, I'm the world's best backwards driver.
But there was a guy in the crowd, got on his phone and said, we were there last year for a festival, and here's the picture of Crazy Legs turned around. The guy actually exists. His cowboy boots were this way. His torso was that way. But that's where the inspiration of Tomater came, how great he was at backing. It's Crazy Legs.
Really great place to visit, worth the stop, if you will, on Route 66.